Hi Capricorn, welcome to your August 2020 General Tarot reading. It's Rena here. You hear that? You know what that's the sound of? It's a beautiful sound of cards being shuffled. And that's a beautiful card. So, oh, there's certain cards I really like and certain cards I'm like, not that they're bad, they're kind of boring to me. I don't really care about it. Well, we've got some swords. Isn't that interesting? We have cups and swords. Well, we have cups and swords and pentacles. Oh my. Okay. This is... Excuse me. I'm going like... to even put it in frame because of this jacked up tripod. The heart of the matter is the Six of Cups. It's a card of nostalgia, walking down memory lane. Card of children, a card of the past loves. Reminiscing about the one that got away. But I'm wondering if it's just reminiscing, because we have in the past position a card, Two of Pentacles, that might even be some kind of, I realize that I don't think this has to do with messages, but that was the first thing that came to me. So I'm going to just say that some message from someone, probably, maybe from your past, maybe overseas. This can be a job offer, and you don't want to leave your children. Who knows? I don't know if that's what the dilemma is involving. So in recent months, we've had a couple of retrogrades that are of personal planets, Venus and then Mercury. Both of these planets are direct now, but this could be the aftermath of that, where you have heard back from somebody from the past, and it brings up fond memories. And if there's something with your home, your family of origin, your childhood, a home where you come from, and maybe working there, going back there, I don't know if it would be taking care of a parent. The challenge card here is the Queen of Cups. It's in the reverse position. If this is a mother who is an alcoholic, then you have to really consider whether or not you're going to do this, because you may feel that sense of, well, let me put it this way. Capricorn is a very family-oriented sign anyway. So I'm not suggesting that you betray your family. This is just something that is deeply ingrained within most Capricorns, is you take care of family. If the person that this is connected to in the past is your mother, she's showing up as a Queen of Cups in reverse. And she may be a narcissist. I often say that the Queen and King of any suit, the king and queens, can be narcissists because they are authority figures, like parents or bosses in particular. And they wield a lot of power. A parent can also brainwash children into thinking certain things, especially guilting. This person is a master guilt artist. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, covert narcs, sometimes narcissists, which means that they act like they're helpless. You're being so mean to me. Why are you doing this? And maybe they are passive aggressive, and they do little digs to you that undermine your self-confidence, but you feel like the sense of childhood being this magical thing, and you want to honor that through taking care of your mother. Maybe you're seeing things through rose-colored glasses. Maybe it wasn't as good as you say it was. But regardless, you may still feel obligated. And so, with the Two of Pentacles, there may be this divided loyalty, but especially if there's a material concern, if you're going to have to give up your job to move somewhere, if your mother, or if I'm saying mother, I can't think of another figure that I would look at more. Queens are connected to being the mother, but whatever. If you're this person and you feel like if this is somebody from your past that isn't, a parent, and you have this idealized version of themselves, you may not realize what they have become in the meantime. And they may be very good at manipulating and hiding this. So especially if you're, possibly going to travel a long distance, be very careful. I actually believe I had this kind of a gut instinct situation recently where somebody, I'm not going to be too specific, was posting on social media about taking this great risk of, moving a long distance to pursue a relationship. And my gut instinct with that is that I feel that there's something up with that. I'm not saying it can never work out, but I don't think that either person should give up their life to pursue a relationship. I think that they should, if they have to, do it through the internet and maybe visit each other first for a certain amount of time, because there's almost like that narcissistic thing about giving, one person asking you to give up your whole life for them. That doesn't sit well with me. And I could be wrong, it's just an opinion, but it just so if you're dealing with something like that, where there's this person and you're really debating whether or not you should do it, and you're running on fumes that are connected to nostalgia, just take a pause. Doesn't mean you can't do it, but really think about whether you know this person well enough to do that. Now, this does not sound like the typical thing a Capricorn person would do. So unless you have the moon in Aries, I guess, or something that's very spontaneous and possibly rash, or you have a square between the moon and Mars, or a conjunction between the moon and Mars, you might do that too. Not sure. Now, I'm trying to think about, well, I'm just going to keep going because this is kind of a weird spread or reading. The higher message is the Knight of Swords. I would just say, in alignment with what I've just said, what I have just spoken about, is this to me is a card of mental acuity, being very mentally sharp, and that means that you're countering any kind of sentimentality with penetrating logic. Because again, this individual may be somebody who has gotten inside of your head through getting inside of your heart. And that makes you have those rose-colored glasses, and you think it's all lovey-dovey and it's all amazing, and really they're setting you up for whatever it is that they have planned. And it doesn't mean that this person is evil, but these kinds of people I'm also saying if they are also like an alcoholic, an addict, they have emotional problems. When I see the Queen of Cups in the reversed position, somebody who has emotional problems and she's looking to other people to fill up her life. She might be creating drama around her because she doesn't have anything going on for herself. I'm sure a lot of us know people like that, and guess what? They love to go on social media. Isn't that wonderful? And that may be why you ran into this person. There, there may be somebody, the Queen of Cups may be your current partner, and they're going to, they might try to do everything they can to prevent you from being with the one that you love. So you're going to, it might be the mother of your child even. Even if you're not with that person, they still, if they hear you're dating this person, they get like insanely jealous or what have you. The point being that relationships don't have to be advertised. You can kind of keep things to yourself. If you are trying to reform a relationship with somebody so that this Queen of Cups individual doesn't come into the picture, if this is somebody different than what the Six of Cups represents. What's coming in is the Queen of Swords. This is a card of, having to really put your feelings aside so you can make an important decision. And, it's very difficult if you are dealing with a mother who is not somebody who has her life together, and she is trying to force you to clean up her messes, or she doesn't, you're a grown-up now, and you might not even be that old. You might only be like, let's say you're graduating college, and you're trying, you're excited about moving away for the first time, and she's making emotional demands on you. Sometimes it's heart-wrenching because you do love this person and you want the best for them. You worry about them. You don't want them to suffer, but you don't want to suffer either. So if you're dealing with a female narcissist, I don't want to bring gender into it, but this is a very feminine energy. Or any kind of narcissist, let's put it that way. Go to YouTube and watch videos on this subject, because it can make you feel like you're the bad one when you're not. And sometimes these people, they goad you because they want you to say something mean to them, do something like, that's it, get out of my life for good, or something, so that they can milk it for all it's worth, because they know you're going to feel guilty because you're a good person. So we have to be smarter than that. We have to find ways of dealing with these people without, trying to hurt them, but also without fanning the flames, because there are certain techniques that you can use that make their ability to create conflict, create drama with you less likely. And you have to be smart about it. So that's kind of what the Queen of Swords is. It's like, using your mind and not your emotions to get what you want. And the outcome, now I can see after the fact why the Ace of Swords popped up here. Ace of Swords is the outcome card. Being able to move forward and, into new territory with clarity of thought. So even though I typically look at the Six of Cups in a very positive way. It can be, in some cases, that nostalgia has clouded your judgment. And maybe that's what the Queen of Cups is. That you are not really paying attention to your intuition, and you're allowing sentimentality to cloud your better judgment. So the Ace of Swords is like separating the lies from the facts, separating the wishful thinking from the unvarnished truth that maybe you wish was different, but it is what it is, and that sort of thing. So I hope that you enjoyed this, Capricorn. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.